Fact check rating false. We've said it before, but it bears saying again. Only a few common words truly have acronymic pedigrees, and those harken from the 20th century and later. Golf is an old word that first appeared in our written language in 1425. The term golf first appeared in 1425 and might be derived from the Dutch word golf. However, this connection is disputed due to several reasons. An alternative theory links golf to the Scottish golf, meaning to strike or cuff, aligning the origin with the game's Scottish roots. Games similar to golf have been around since Roman times, but golf as we now know it dates approximately to 1552 when the famed St. Andrew's course was constructed. Earlier Scottish versions were also referred to as golf, even though the game so designated was very much different than its later St. Andrew's version. The claim to let the cat out of the bag comes from cats being sold as pigs. Fact check rating false. The prevalent theory on the saying's origin involves deceit in livestock transactions, where dishonest pig sellers would covertly replace the purchased pig with a cat in the bag. The buyer would only realize the switch upon releasing the cat at home. There are a few reasons this likely isn't true. Differences in size, weight, behavior, and sound between house cats and pigs make it implausible that a buyer could be deceived by swapping one for the other in the sack. The origin of letting the cat out of the bag remains uncertain. It could be a metaphor for the explosive revelation of a secret, evoking the shock and surprise from salacious information coming to light. Another interpretation relates to the shared behavior of secrets in cats. Once released, they roam freely, spreading widely. The claim, "Let me put in my 2 cents," gained its linguistic origin thanks to the game of poker. Fact check rating false. That's just false, and we're going to untangle why. Firstly, throughout history, specific goods or services, such as 2-penny ale, were priced at 2 cents or its equivalent. This amount was sometimes symbolic, as seen in the biblical tale of the widow's mite. Secondly, the terms a 2-cent or 2-penny evolved to describe items or concepts of minimal value, dating back to 1560. The modifier conveyed dismissiveness, emphasizing the insignificance of the subject at hand. The third part introduces the idiomatic use of "here's my 2 cents" to express an unsolicited opinion. Originating in the mid-1920s in the US, this extension of the earlier usage suggests offering one's viewpoint as a modest contribution. The claim, "the word a club in a club sandwich" is an acronym for chicken and lettuce under bacon. Fact check rating false. A considerable number of people on the internet appear to believe that a food item known as the club sandwich got its name from the acronym of its most common ingredients, chicken and lettuce under bacon. The logic likely results from the prescient of the BLT, meaning bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but the history doesn't support this theory. Club sandwiches have been around for a long time. Some sources date them back to the 1890s. However, the theory that it was named for its ingredients appears to be no older than the late 1990s. We scoured book and periodical archives and found no references to any a chicken and lettuce under bacon version in any text published before 2018. The A Club sandwich probably originated at the Union Club of the City of New York in the 1880s. Union Club member Ely Goddard, 1853–1910, was given credit for the sandwich in articles in the New York Herald in 1891 and 1893, but a chef at the club also could have originated it. The claim, COVID, is an acronym that stands for discovered, and yet to be discovered, variants of COVID-19. Fact check rating false. In January 2022, a TikTok video suggesting that COVID was an acronym for known and unknown variants of COVID-19 went viral. It lists 4 supposed variants: SIG for Corona, DO for Omicron, I for IHU, and DIG for Delta. This video plays on the conspiratorial idea that the pandemic was planned. It wasn't, and illustrates a common misconception about COVID-19 variants. While the Omicron and Delta variants have made headlines, there have actually been several additional variants. Furthermore, Corona isn't really a variant. Instead, it's shorthand for a coronavirus, the family of viruses to which SARS-CoV-2, the specific virus that causes COVID-19, belongs. Omicron and Delta are the best known because they have had the most impact on the pandemic. HU refers to the strain that was discovered in France and has not, as of this writing, received an official designation from the World Health Organization. Finally, the V simply has a question mark, and it's stated that V version of the coronavirus has yet to arrive. However, it will be unlikely there will be a V strain as there is no V in the Greek alphabet. If anything, the next strain will likely be named Pi.